everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another diecast restoration. So I hope everybody's keeping well and I hope you're looking forward to this one. See what I'm doing this week? Well, you know, because you looked at the title. Yeah, so before we start, just like to say thank you to everybody for, you know, all my old subscribers for sticking with me, coming back. Thanks for all your comments and thank you to any new subscribers. I hope you enjoy my channel. Okay, so this time the video, like it says on the title, is a Dinky Toys NASH Rambler, and when I picked this one I thought, yeah, it's never going to look anything great. I mean, one of the pillars was broken, which came out, well, both pillars came out in the end on the front, but anyway, I thought, yeah, it's just going to be a quick plain model. But looking at it and looking at the pictures on googling the pictures like of those, there's some lovely colour schemes, and yeah, you can put some nice detail on them, and I've tried to do that with this one. So I hope you enjoy this video, you know. So we better get on with it. So as I always say, please sit back, relax, enjoy watching the video, see how I got on with this one. Okay, then let's take a closer look at this one. Another auction lot. Well, straight off, front axle's well bent. The base is well bent. One rivet. We've got that tongue and groove thing in the back. Now, I think the window unit's okay, luckily. But it has been squished a bit that way, and this window pillar is broken. But apart from that, she's all there. And apart from that beacon, but I don't think I'm going to do it in red. I'll see, but it's got to be a two-tone, isn't it? Really, with that kind of marking on the side, it's got to be a two-tone. I might leave a beacon in, but it won't be like a emergency services one. I assume this is what this was. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up, but you know, an orange light on the top might be better. I see that pillar's cracked as well at the top. Okay, so we'll go and get the drill out, and then we'll drill the base off and see what we've got. There's no interior, just the window unit. Right, okay, let's get this drilled out. Slightly bigger drill. Drill bit, I mean. So the base is loose, I can feel it. Right, there she goes. That's bent a bit, I'm going to have to straighten out the pliers to undo it. A little tongue in the back. the number plate. Ooh. Tough. Okay, that might do. There she goes. Okay, well, there's the drill out of the way. The tyres are still soft, but they're not very good. If they're cleaned up, they would do as an emergency, but nah, they've had it, I think. I can't actually see them because the camera's right in front of me. I'll have a look. I'll have a look at them after. That one's definitely goosed. Okay, so these axles go through the base. I'll have to file the ends. The thin mushroom. I won't do it now because you've seen me do it so many times. You must be fed up with me doing it by now. So all I want now is my straw and my little blowtorch to heat up the end of my metal straw, and it's a little chef's blowtorch I've got there. Heat up the end of the straw. It's good enough. I don't worry about having to make up the soldering iron and all that. This is good enough. Does the job. Poof, that's the remnants of the last window unit on it. Oof. Christ, I don't want to let old Greta see us doing this. Yeah. She'll be in trouble. Well, I'll be in trouble, eh? Hell. Pollution. It is quite cracked as well, this window unit there when they've put it in. Ash, don't put your finger on the end of the straw neck. Yeah, that's done. There she goes. Just have to file the top of that, but that's sealed the cracks now. They shouldn't go any further unless I end up very ham-fisted. Right, okay, so that needs a good clean up. Oof, there's all the bits of stuff coming down there. Good job I haven't got any freshly painted stuff on there. Right, so left to do the same as usual and file that a little bit. It's almost there, and it's a nice big rivet, so I'll tap it and put a screw in there. Okay, then I'll have to fix these. I'll have to have a look at this after it's straightening it, but I'll get the rest of this undone first. Right, I've got the base all straightened out and I've tapped the post. Nice big post, nice easy one to do. The little tab, the end of that broke off, so I've got a piece of metal I'm going to put over that after once it's been in the caustic. So that should be alright. That pillar's dropped out in the end because I was trying to straighten the roof because it was all pushed over and it was bent down a bit. I think I've more or less got it straight now. It's very difficult to tell. When you put the window unit in, it looks alright, but sort of looking at it without the pillar, it doesn't look quite right. But I think I don't want to go any further over because this part's pretty lined up the same as this part is lined up the same with this side, so I don't want to go too far and knacker it all up. It's not bad as it is, so I'll leave it at that. Now, I used to think what quite an ugly car this is. I've just been googling some pictures, and I'll tell you what, there's some nice pictures of them on there. They look nice. So I've got, I don't know what colour I'm doing it yet, but I've got some ideas now. The two-tone, there's two-tone got to be on there for sure, but I don't know what yet. She's going to have the usual. I've pushed my punch in, so it's going to have jeweled headlights, because I think that'd be nice. Yeah, from a sort of an ugly looking car, I thought, you know, seeing the pictures on Google, I'm thinking it's going to look, well, I hope it will look quite nice when I've done it, but it's got more possibilities than I thought it had, let's put it that way. So, yeah, so that's all good. I had to file, when I straightened out all the base and everything, I've had to file a bit off the front because it was way too long. I don't know if that's because of hammering it, or whether because it's been dropped over the years, the front and the back might have gone in a bit, but I'm not pulling, you know, it doesn't look like it to me, but I'm not going to pull or try and pull that out. I thought it's best just to file, you know, 0.5 millimetre off of the front of that, just to make it fit. So that's perfect. So that screw can go in there. See, it's a lovely big post and really easy to tap. It didn't take me long. Still got all the screws and everything out. I haven't put that away yet. So yeah, into the caustic for this. I've got the pillar. I've got it in my little pot, so that's going to have to go back. But yeah, into the caustic with this next step. Okay. Right, that's all cleaned up. I need to go around a bit with a file because the gutters and everything, they're well chipped on this one. I think, yeah, well, I'm going to have to go around those lines because I don't know if I'm going to scrape those or not. I need to Google it again. Well, I have Googled it and I've saved some photos on my phone, but there's a lot of casting lines on that need doing. And yeah, for the, you know, that's going to be a different colour in there. It's got to be. You can't not do it. You can't do it all one colour with it, with those kind of mouldings on it. But yeah, you see there's a bad casting line there. I don't know if you can see it, but that needs sorting out. And those are all jaggedy. So if I'm going to, you know, if I'm going to scrape that, which I don't know if I am yet, like I say, but if I am going to scrape it, that needs to be smooth. Plus I've got to do these pillars. Now I've still got the pillars. The other one came out when I was cleaning it, but I've got them both, so that's a bonus. That'll make it easier to do it. Won't have to cut split pins or anything, or hair grips, hair pins to length, because I've, you know, the original pillars are there, so we'll just be putting those back in. Okay, now the base is a bit, it's okay. I had to beat it out a little bit, which you can see some marks, but not a lot I can do about that. I did it on the anvil. And then there's this piece here with, if you remember, I've got another little bit of metal I'm going to have to glue over the top of that. Okay, I'll come back to you when that's done. I've got the pillars in, and I've filed a lot of these horrible casting lines off as best I can, but it hasn't been easy. There was a lot of filing on that, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. Okay, so the base is all clean. I am going to go out and spray the primer on that, etching primer. Okay, right, that's the primer all done. Now I'm going to do the body in this cream colour, and the stripe and the roof's going to go brown. Now look, I've got brown here, but it's a plastic paint. I have used it before, metal, but it's not great. It can peel. So I'll put it on last, and hopefully we'll get away with it. So the base is going to be black. So yeah, we're going to go outside and spray that now. It's nice and sunny out there, nice weather, quite warm. So I'm going to go out and do that now. Okay, that's the brown sprayed on it. So now I've got to mask off around the roof, or mask the roof off around there, leaving a gap. It's not going to be that easy to do this one because there's no line as such to, to follow on that roof part. Now this bit here, that's okay. We just got to fill in, just mask inside the stripe here, so there's, you can see dividing lines there. So that's not so bad. And then across the back we've got to mask that boot off. So I'll do it off camera because it's going to be a bit awkward. It was always awkward, but I'll do it off camera because it takes me ages, and then I'll come back to you before I spray the colour on, the other colour, the main colour of the car on. That's masked up, because that was a game and a half, that was. Before I just spray it, I'll have to go around it. The boot was hard to do. I think that's about right. I think I've got it about right. If I haven't, I haven't. It's one of them, isn't it? Very difficult. Right, that's it. I'm going to go and I can't because it's still raining. But if it clears up, I'm going to go and paint that in the cream. So I'll show you once that's done. Right, we've got that done. That worked out not too bad. I have had to touch it in a couple of places, especially in there, because when I painted it all, I scraped, obviously not before, I scraped all the trim around the wood bit, which was quite, well, I had a bit of a job, so I had to touch in a few little bits in there. I've gone to the end on scraping, but that bit there needs to be completely silver, so I do that with Molotov. And I think this piece along the top here and these two front pillars are all like in silver, so these two pieces on the bonnet, that's going to be silver. I suppose I could have scraped them, but I think I'm going to do them with Molotov. I feel a bit happier doing them with that. I have scraped the roof rack, but you don't really notice it all that much. So that should be alright. So I'm just going to do the lights, these ones here, because they're surrounded in chrome. They've got to go white. I need to put black in the grille, and what else do I need to do? Oh, well, yeah, I need to do the lights on the back, don't I? The brake lights and that. That is a cabbage moment. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I'll show you when it's done. Right, that's the detailing all done. What I'm going to do now is put the dual headlights in. I've put the gem tack glue in already, because my blue tack isn't tacky enough to pick the light up. Here we go. Let's put this one in first. I'll finish it off nicely. Yeah, it's not bad. The other one, if I can pick him up. Sorry about the noise, I'm doing 3D printing again. I'm having a big long session of it. I've been printing sort of every day for the last week. That's just blasted thing. Oh God. This is like playing tiddlywinks. Here we go. Oh God, I've got the bloody stuff on the top of the light now. That was stupid. Doesn't matter, it dries transparent. I've been doing some moulding as well, that's why my bit of paper, kitchen paper's full of blue moulding silicone, but I've got one more bit to do, and I'm not going to change the paper until I've done it, because it'll only end up, I'll mess the new one up. Here you go, that's the lights in, they look very nice, I think anyway. Okay, what we got to do now then, we got to put the wheels on the base and pin the axles. I'll just get the little anvil and the wheels and the base, and we'll get on with that. Okay then, here we go. Be careful not to mess with the hammer. Come on. That's it. I had a job polishing these wheels up for some reason. Right, hang on, if I move the anvil that way. Which, oh God, forgot which side I was bending then. Another cabbage moment. Right, here we go. Mustn't bang too hard and I'll end up bending the axles again. Took a bit to straighten them. That's it, nearly there. The wheel won't fall off now anyway. Just do a little bit more because it make it look a bit better. There, that's quite neat. Okay, so we do the other one. The wheel on the end. I seem to be dropping loads of stuff all the time, I don't know, most of it ends up on the floor, and I think about 80% of what I drop on the floor I don't find it again. I don't know what gives. Right, come on, what's happening here? There we go. The wheel on. The wheel! Oh God. See that? Nearly went on the floor. Oh, excuse me sniffing. Oh Christ, I just hit the base then, see? See how easy it is? Lucky these axles are fairly soft, so they're peening over quite easily without banging too hard. How are we doing? That's pretty much it. I'll do a little bit more. Yeah, that's not bad. Really neat. It's easier when you put them on the base like that than when you're actually putting them, you know, where there's a wheel arch or something close by. It's not always a good thing to be doing that, because if you miss, well, actually I was lucky there. I think that the, where did I hit it? Oh, I did chip the paint a little bit, but you won't see it. Right, we got these tyres, new tyres. She's going to be smart, the old girl. I've got to sort out some number plates, so I'm going to put some a set of jersey plates on. Excuse me. Flipping cold, I caught off the grandchildren. Oh. Yeah. Well, it runs without the engine. Right, let's get the, what I do need, hang on, let's put the hammer away. I'll just get the window unit. Okay, before we put the window unit in, I've got to put the little orange light in. And I did forget to paint silver around, I've only just done it. So I've got to be careful not to touch it. So what I'll do, I'll put it through and I'll put a bit of 5-second fix. I've got a new tube of 5-second fix, so we're ready to go on that. So open that, and then how am I going to do this? I need to be able to sort of hold it upside down. Don't want to scratch it. This is going to be awkward, isn't it? Okay, I'll put it down there, and then I'll put it through. Put it in and then I'll just hold it there, okay. That's it, and this 5-second fix is already coming out. Sorry if I'm going out shot. I just put a little bit because I'll fill that little hole up because the window unit's got to go on that. So, oh God, come on light. Rubbish. There you go. Bloody rubbish, this light. Ah, she's gone cockeyed. What a bugger. Right, I better put a bit more now. Okay. I suppose I should have really filled the hole in the roof. Oh, it's gone again. What the hell? Oh, for goodness sake, this isn't working, is it? Okay, I'll take that off. Start again. Mustn't touch the monotone on the bumpers. Alright, it's been done for a while now, but yep, get that done. Right, is that straight now? Sort of. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay, so I've got the window unit here, all cleaned up, ready to go. It's a shame there was no interior actually with this. Yeah. Is that going all the way flat? I don't know now because my glue went a bit. Yeah, that's alright. She's alright. Yeah, so I'll have to put about 5-second fix around that. Quite a bit in this one, I think. Okay. Batteries are flat in this one again. There we go. Make sure. Not my luck, the window unit's bloody moved. That's usually what happens with me. Doesn't fit great, that interior, but I'm thinking, not interior, the window unit, but because both the pillars were broken, you know, it might be out of skew a little bit. Right. That's alright, that's all done. Okay, let's turn this light off now. Got my screw. I need my screwdriver. Here we go. And I think I've done everything I had to do. Right, let's get this base on. So, if you remember, it broke when I was getting it, well, after, when I was straightening it, the piece just broke off. So I'm going to put a number plate over there. I'm going to find some number plates, and that'll cover it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Get out of the way. Okay, we've got our threading. She's a bit tight. Okay. Probably because the paint's gone in the thread. Plus I've had my clamp on and off that for quite a bit. So I might damage the thread a little bit. It's a long screw as well. Way down, yeah. Okay. Okay, well that's it then. Another dinky toy safe from the scrapyard. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. I'm quite pleased with the way it turned out. When I started it, I thought it's probably going to look a bit naff. You know, there's not much to it. But when you Google the pictures online of the real ones, you know, it's nice. There's a nice lot of detail on there that you can put onto it. So I think it's turned out rather nice actually. It's nicer than I thought it was going to. With hindsight, I probably wouldn't have put the light in the roof. I should have blocked it up. But like I say, my excuse is that this guy is the owner of this business, you know, building or whatever, and he got to go on site with his posh car. So he needs the light when he goes on certain sites. So yeah, that's my excuse. Okay then, so well, I hope you've enjoyed it, like I say, and if you have, please like and subscribe if you haven't done that already, and you know, come back again next time for another diecast restoration video. So before we go, I'm going to do the outdoor shots like I normally do. and we'll do the turntable before and after, and then I'll do the AI shots again, like I normally do now. The dark shot, you know, in the dark, and the snowy shots. I like doing the snowy shots, so I hope you like all that too. I mean, if you don't like it, then just don't bother watching it, but it's just something like different now for my videos. So yeah, I think that's it. So until next time, please take care, look after yourselves, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheerio for now. Bye bye. Abato.